to send a message to all the friends that we have all over the world to tell them to make noise, For the people here have arrested me and my family. My son is somewhere, my wife is in another place, and I'm at the residence. Right now, I'm in the residence and nothing is happening. I don't know what's going on. So I'm calling you to make noise, really.
Ali Bongo Odimba, born Alain Bernard Bongo, was born 9th February 1959. Sometimes known as Ali Bongo, is a Gabonese politician who was the third president of Gabon from 2009 to 2023. He is a member of the Gabonese Democratic Party. Ali Bongo is the son of Omar Bongo, who was president of Gabon from 1967 until his death in 2009. During his father's presidency, he was Minister of Foreign Affairs from 1989 to 1991, represented Bongoville as a deputy in the National Assembly from 1991 to 1999, and was Minister of Defense from 1999 to 2009. After his father's death, he won the 2009 Gabonese presidential election. He was re-elected in 2016 in elections marred by numerous irregularities, arrests, human rights violations, and post-election protests and violence. The military ousted him from the presidency following the results of the 2023 Gabonese general election in the 2023 Gabonese coup d'etat. Ali Bongo was born Alain Bernard Bongo in Brazzaville as the son of Albert Bernard Bongo, later Omar Bongo Odimba, and Josephine Kama, later Patience Dibani. His mother was 18 years old at the time of his birth. He was conceived 18 months before Albert Bernard's marriage, and there have been rumors of his being Bongo's adopted son, a claim that he dismisses. Bongo was educated at a private school in Nieli, France, and then studied law at the Sorbonne. In 2018, he received an honorary doctorate of law degree from Wuhan University in China. In 1977, he released a funk album, A Brand New Man, produced by Charles Bobbitt. So graduating from his law course, he entered politics, joining the Gabonese Democratic Party. In 1981, he was elected to the PDG Central Committee at the party's third extraordinary Congress in March 1983. Subsequently, he was his father's personal representative to the PDG, and in that capacity, he entered the PDG Political Bureau in 1984. He was then elected to the Political Bureau at an ordinary party congress in September 1986. Bongo held the post of High Personal Representative of the President of the Republic from 1987 to 1989. In 1989, his father appointed him to the government as Minister of Foreign Affairs and Cooperation, replacing Martin Bongo. He was considered a reformist within the ruling PDG in the early 1990s. In the 1990 parliamentary election, the first election after the introduction of multi-party politics, he was elected as the National Assembly as a PDG candidate in Haute-Ogooué province. After 2 years as foreign minister, a 1991 constitutional amendment setting a minimum age of 35 for ministers resulted in his departure from the government. Omar Bongo died at a Spanish hospital on 8th June 2009. Ali Bongo appeared on a television that night to call for calm and serenity of heart and reverence to preserve the unity and peace so dear to our late father. Having been appointed to key positions by his father, it was widely considered likely that he would emerge as his father's successor following the latter's death in June 2009. Some press reports predicted a power struggle, however, suggesting that a fierce rivalry existed between Bongo and his sister Pascaline, suggesting that he was director of the presidential cabinet. The degree of support for Ali Bongo within the PDG leadership was also questioned in the press, and it was argued that many Gabonese see him as a spoiled child born in Congo-Brazzaville, brought up in France, hardly able to speak indigenous languages, and with the appearance of a hip-hop star. Despite standing as a presidential candidate, Bongo was retained as Minister of Defense in the government appointed on 22nd July 2009. Logombe urged calm and called for the candidates to be worthy of the votes they would receive. The opposition strongly protested Bongo's continued inclusion in the government after interim President Rose Francine Logombe said that Bongo would be replaced so that all candidates would be on an equal footing for the election. Interior Minister Jean-Francois Dongo was appointed to take over from Bongo as Minister of Defense in an interim capacity when the election campaign officially began on 15th August 2009. A few days after the election, on 30th August 2009, it was announced that he had won the election with 42% of the vote, and that result was promptly confirmed by the Constitutional Court. The opposition rejected the official results and riots broke out in Gabon's largest city, Port-Gentil. In response to allegations of fraud, the Constitutional Court conducted on 7th January 2019, soldiers in Gabon launched a coup d'etat attempt. The coup attempted failed, and the government successfully reasserted control. The coup may not have actually happened though, as has been reported by critics, and could have been used as a tactic by the government to gain support. As a result of Bongo's medically induced absence from politics, Gabon has witnessed the proliferation of official corruption targeting foreign-owned businesses. In early January 2020, the Senate and National Assembly passed a constitutional reform that would allow the president to appoint 1/3 of senators in place of elections, among other changes. In October 2021, Bongo was named in the Pandora Papers leak. Bongo married his first wife, the French-born Sylvia Valentine, in 1989. She is the daughter of Edouard Valentine, CEO of the Ogal Insurance Company. Edouard Valentine's wife, Evelyn, works in the Secretariat of the Presidency, and Edouard is chargé d'affaires sociales at the Gabonese Employers Confederation. In 1994, Ali Bongo married his second wife, American Angeline Collins Bongo, from Los Angeles, California. At the time of Ali Bongo's election as president, Inge Bongo was living on food stamps in California, and she later filed for divorce in 2015. He has 4 children, 1 daughter, Malika Bongo Odimba, and 3 sons, Noureddin Bongo Valentine, Jalil Bongo Odimba, and Bilal Bongo, whom he and Sylvia adopted in 2002.